Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. Today's tutorial is a bit different from the others because it features a makeup look, this one, a hair tutorial, how I did my nails and an outfit. And this is just a sneak peek. This is a dress, it's called a Dirndl in German, and that only means one thing, Oktoberfest. Oh yes. So anyway, grab a snack, take a seat. This is going to be a bit longer than the usual, but I promise you it's worth it. So let's start. So first I'm using a Prolong Wear paint pot in soft ochre from MAC to prime my eyelids. Then on top of that I'm going to apply Buff, which is a light matte eyeshadow from Lorac Pro palette, and this is a NYX brush. And then for my entire eyelid I'm going to use this eyeshadow from the same palette, it's called Beige. I'm applying it with a Zoeva 234. Next I'm taking Mocha, and the name really fits. This has like a satiny finish to it, and I'm applying it with a rounded Crease Sephora brush. And this step is just going to give a bit of a dimension to the outer part of my eyelid. Then I'm taking Cocoa, which is another satiny eyeshadow from the palette, and I'm just making sure the outer corner is well defined. Then with the last Sephora brush with no product on it, I'm just going to smooth out and smoke out the edges as good as I can. Then I'm applying Nectar right on top of the middle of the eyelid. The Avon Super Shock Gel Eyeliner in black is going to make my eyes really pop. I'm applying it mainly to the outer half of my top lash line, and then I'm going to smudge that line with the same Sephora brush but with the other end. To help with the smokiness going on, I'm applying a matte black eyeshadow from the palette with the same Sephora brush. Just go over and over the same line until it's really soft and diffused. And also with the same eyeshadow, I'm creating a small flick. And here I'm just cleaning up underneath my eyes any fallouts I had from the matte black eyeshadow. As my inner corner highlighter, I'm using an eyeshadow from L'Oreal. This is called Gold Mine, and this is a small details brush. You're going to see later I'm going to use a bit more of this eyeshadow because it's just that beautiful. It's stunning. Eyelash Curlers as usual. My mascara today is from Bourjuois and it's called Volume Reveal in Ultra Black. This is the first time using it, but so far so good. I really like it. And now let's beat the face, shall we? I'm using a Nutric Intense Riche moisturizer from La Roche-Posay first. Then my face primer is going to be a Master Prime primer from Maybelline, and this just has like pore minimizing and blurring abilities, which is always good, and this is in the shade 10. Next step is foundation, and mine is another Bourjuois product. This is the Healthy Mix foundation in the shade 52 Vanilla, and the brush I'm using is a Lenny brush. For my concealer, I'm using a NIT Cosmetics one. This is called Bye Bye Under Eyes. It's in the shade medium, and I'm applying it with a Japonesque brush. I love using this Japonesque brush because it's flat and you can really clean up and make that flick really sharp. Then I'm taking Mocha again with the same NYX brush, and this step is just intensified with the outer corner and the crease. And now Jade from the same palette, I'm going to run it underneath the lower lash line and just smoke it out with the same brush from Sephora I've used previously. For my inner half of my lower lash line, I'm going to use beige from the same palette, and this is a KIKO pencil brush. And now I need to powder everything into place. I'm using a powder from L'Oreal, and this is a Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. Next bronzer, this is from Burberry, and this is a warm toned matte bronzer, and I'm applying it with a Real Techniques blush brush. And with this product, I'm just trying to bring back a bit of warmth and dimension to my face. I'm applying it to my cheeks and forehead and to my nose. You're going to see that. Just the usual places where I apply my bronzer. This is like a big brush to use for the nose, but I'm going for that really diffused and barely there nose contour. And now I'm applying the same mascara for the lower lashes. To make my eye look a bit more sultrier, I'm using a L'Oreal Kajal, and this is in black. I'm applying it to the waterline. For my highlighter, I'm using a Luvia Prime Glow palette, and the combination I'm loving is the Moroccan Moonlight and Light Copper. I'm applying those with a Zoeva fan brush. The Bare Minerals blusher in Perfect Rose is perfect for this look, and I'm using a Real Techniques multitask brush for that. Yeah, and I went a bit overboard with this blusher, but you know what, when that happens, just take your powder brush with a bit of powder on it and run it along your cheeks. This will just take away from the intensity. Like that. And my eyebrows need a bit of love also, so I'm using a Wonder Brow gel for that, and this is a Zoeva brush. And now the false eyelashes are going to be the Fairy Minis from House of Lashes. I bought those because I thought they were looking like lashes I would love, and you know what? I do. And this is the last step, using the eyeshadow palette. This black is just going to give a bit more definition, smokiness and sultriness to the eye look, and this is just what I'm going for. And last, for the eyes, I'm using the same eyeshadow from L'Oreal as my inner corner highlighter. And to my lips, I'm applying now a liquid lipstick from L'Oreal, and this is the final step of the makeup. The other end of the product is like a balm for the lips. They are just going to make your lips a bit more silkier looking. Right, so onto the hair. You are going to need a haircut like this. So a lot of layers on the top part of your hair to be able to create this hairstyle. Then a straightener, bobby pins and a brush like this to do all the teasing in your hair. I'm taking here a big chunk of hair from the top of my head and tease that roots for a bit more volume. And also use a bit of Wella hairspray. Just tease your hair until you're happy with how it looks, with the volume it has. Yeah, so something like this in my case. So now I'm just going to curl my hair with the hair straightener, and I'm going to only do this to the top part of my hair. The lower part doesn't need it. You are going to see why in just a bit. Yeah, so I'm just taking randomly chunks of hair, like smaller ones, bigger ones, and I'm curling them inwards and outwards. I'm kind of going for that messy, not perfect look. I've also used a hair protector before filming this video. I haven't showed you that, but I'm going to link the product down below. And just be careful not to burn yourself, because I tend to do that a lot. I don't ever use a hand glove, but that's just personal preference. I recommend using one if you don't want to end up like me. When I get to the front part, I always like to curl my hair away from my face. Oops, and I just burn myself. Careful. Yeah, so this doesn't have to be perfect. Unperfect is the new perfect, I'm telling you. Yeah, so the same on the other side, random chunks of hair. This really doesn't have to be perfect, as I've said. It's a messy look. Then you are going to need a hair tie, and tie your hair in a very, very low ponytail. Right, just like this, and then just do as I do. I don't know exactly how to explain this step, but it's quite obvious when you see it. And you are going to need then a hair clip. This is just one I have at hand, and with it, turn your hair inwards and pin it at the base of your head. This is just going to create that illusion that you have that haircut, that lob or bob or whatever you want to call it. And the hairpins are coming in handy to secure that hair at the base of your neck. And this is how it's looking. If you have more layers in your hair than I do, then it's going to look more believable. And no Oktoberfest is a good enough one without a braid, so that's what I'm doing now. Just a regular braid on the left side of my hair. Like this. And to make it look like it has more volume in it, I'm just going to pull out the outer edges of the braid. Yes, and then pin it into place, and that's my hair done. Now for the nails, I'm going to apply a base coat from Blue Sky first. This is just going to protect my nails from coloration or anything like that. A thin coat is all you need. And afterwards you need to put your hand in an UV lamp. I'm going to link the one I'm using down below in the description bar. Next step is using the actual gel polish, and I like applying a thin coat as a base and then a second one afterwards. This UV gel polishes, they all have like an interesting consistency. They are a bit different than the regular ones. Because of that, I recommend doing one nail at a time. They tend to retreat from the edges, and it's just not a good look. So do one nail, put it in your lamp for like 10 seconds tops, and that will stop the retreating process. Oh, and one more thing, don't do your nails if the lamp is on, because that's just going to harden your nail polish even if your hand isn't in the lamp. And the finish is of course not perfect. So this is my second coat. I'm doing the exact steps I did with the first one. One nail at a time, and the lamp is not on. Don't worry, you are going to master this in no time. If you plan to do your nails by yourself like I do, this is easy actually. It may be not looking like that, but I promise you it's easy. You're going to master this in no time. And I didn't say this, but for every coat I'm applying, I leave my hand for 2 minutes in the lamp. yeah, so this is how it's looking. But wait, we are not finished. The last coat I'm going to apply is the top coat, and this is from Elite 99. With most of the top coats I've used in the past, I had to use like a nail polish remover to remove that sweat from the nail at the very end. So this is nice because you don't have to do that, and I like it. It's good quality. And this is how I do my nails, and they really last a long time, like 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you for watching. This is everything I had to show you, like my hair, my makeup, my nails, my outfit, and I hope you liked it and feel inspired by it if you are going to Oktoberfest. And by the way, if you see me there, come and say hello. I would love to see your pretty face. And until next time, have fun, but stay safe.